It's Ronnie, and welcome to a Spooktacular Night YouTube Hop by the Paper Crafting YouTubers on Facebook. And it is also Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. And this is my first time participating this time around. So the layout that we're using today is this, and I go astray. I'm going to let y'all know right now, gorgeous as the sketch is, I'm going to go astray. I'm going to start out all right, but quickly it goes astray. I'm scrapping these two photos of Reagan, and I'm going to use Elizabeth Crafts die set and also the Cartabella one. Then I have this Tim Holtz one, and I'm going to use it. Then I have an old Sizzix die, one of the red ones. I'm going to use two little parts of it. It has several things there, but I'm going to use two little parts. I'm also going to use my Eekaboo by Spellbinders and the word Halloween on this die set. And it's something, Little B is what it's called. And I made my big circle, and I thought about making a small one too because there is two on the layout. However, I decided to use the spider web instead because it is like a circle. So yeah, that's where I start going astray. But I cut it a little bit different from the one she has. It kind of goes out farther than hers does, but I wanted space to embellish down there at the bottom. She has embellishments, but mine's going to take up a little more space. Now, this paper Debbie gave me, and it's really cute, and she gave me quite a bit for Halloween. And the orange already had the black on it, and then I really like this gray with the little bats, but it's not a good one for stitching. I had a hard time seeing the holes. I poked my finger a few times, but I lived. I went ahead and was able to finish the layout. But it is hard to see on gray like that. As well, it might have helped if I hadn't had black paper underneath, but I did to make it a little bit sturdier. Um, Oh, this is the Eekaboo die, and I cut two of the bodies, and I'm cutting one down because I want skinny little legs, not fat ones. And I went ahead of time and used that 1/8 inch punch and put polka dots on the red part, and I cut the bottom off because it's just going to be a skirt. It comes with costumes, however, I never seem to want to use the costumes it comes with. So Reagan has a little ladybug outfit on. So I decided to make her a ladybug outfit. My wings are a little bigger than hers, and they're from the bumblebee on that red die, but I thought they worked great. And I went ahead and put orange vellum on the back of them. And it's a specialty one, so it's kind of embossed with some flowers, but it's hard to tell it's flowers. It could be something spooky by the time those little swirls got on there. I cut the sleeves off because her sleeves are kind of on the short side. I cut them kind of rough to make them look ruffly. And her hair is longer than the hair that I have here. So I am just cutting a piece of black cardstock to go behind there to make it look like her hair's longer too. Now her costume does not have antenna, but since there was antenna on that die, there is a bumblebee and a ladybug on that die, but they were a lot bigger than what I wanted. That's why I got the small ones out. But I went ahead and used the antenna off there to go on the top of the paper doll's head. The die for the Eekaboo has a little skinny thing for legs, but I just cut my legs down, so I really didn't need the skinny legs to fit into the boots. So I made them skinny enough so they would fit in the boots, and the boots would look good on there. There is a little bag, jack-o'-lantern bag for the uh, little characters, the little spooks on the Eekaboo. And so I just made one to go in the little paper doll's hand. I wanted to use black handles. However, I misplaced one somewhere. So it did not end up with the black. Since I cut the orange out and it automatically cut some in orange, I just went ahead and used them instead. But yeah, you can see me looking for it there and I can't find the black. And so the orange is going on there just because they're handy and I didn't have to stop and cut the black ones out. It probably shows up better with the orange anyway. By the time it makes it in her hand, and yeah, there's black down there on her legs and stuff, and the dots on the little shirt. So the orange shows up better anyhow. I cut out two of the ghosts on the Cartabella die, and I just put black behind their eyes. And one's already got the black behind its eyes, and it's laying over there in the tray, but I will be using it. I'm just adding some white highlights here and there, and I'll be done with these cute little characters for my layout. But I love that little Ikaboo die set because you can go ahead and make whatever you want. I think it has a devil and a ghost and maybe something else. I know it makes a couple things or three. So, but I don't think I've made any of them except one time. And I put a whole bunch across the bottom of my layout and created several out of scraps that I had. I wanted something for my little gal to stand on. And I started to put the ghost in the front. At first, that's what I do. But when I go to actually put him on, I think, oh my goodness, I got vellum there. I want to make sure it looks like vellum and that they can see the ghost behind it. So I stuck him behind it instead, and behind the wing instead. I am going to put one of the photos on foam tape. There is two of them, and her other grandma took these. These were at her other grandma's house, and um, one's a little bit blurry, so I put that in the background just a little bit and put the clearer one in the front. And she does have a cupcake with the one in the front, and I thought about adding a cupcake. However, I I think I just plain forgot about it. I got to thinking about adding the ladybugs instead of spiders and forgot all about the cupcake. But there's my other circle with the spider web, and instead of having the spider that generally hangs down there, I'm going to have the ladybug. So the ladybug is taking over the spider web, and I'm going to add a couple more in there too. The ghost also had a little boo, and I cut it out, so I'm gonna add it to the bottom of that picture. However, that little bee one also has a boo, and they look a little bit alike. I mean, they both look a little ragged, and so yeah, they both had the same idea when they were making them. Now, I cut out Spooktacular Fun for the title since the name of the hop is Spooktacular Night. And then I noticed the Ikaboo for once. I don't think I've ever used it on a layout. So I thought, well, I'll go ahead and cut it out because, it's one piece. So don't take nothing to cut it out. And I cut it out in orange. I had a hard time finding a place to put it. I thought about putting it up there on the spider web. However, it just did not look good up there, so it did not go there. And I squeezed it in over here to the left-hand side of the picture. But it's on the layout, so I finally used it on a layout. And I'm pretty tickled with that. But while I'm adding a few odds and ends to this layout and pink cheeks, I want to mention that down there below you'll find the links to everybody that is doing the paper crafting YouTuber hop. And also, you will find everybody that is doing the Christy's Beautiful Life. Well, you'll find a master link for it because it is going on all month long. And just all kinds of videos in there for the month. Well, day 7. So yeah, there's probably quite a few in there already. But both hops, plenty of fun and plenty of ideas. And the Spooktacular one, chances are it's going to be a Halloween one. but it can be anything you want. You can use the prompt any way you want. But there's my little gal, and uh, yeah, isn't that the cutest little face? I mean, you die cut it, throw a little bit of cardstock on the back, and I like to throw a little bit of pink on the cheeks, and you're done with it. You don't have much to do at all, and it looks adorable. And here's my spider web, my other circle. But yeah, you can see where I started out following it and then strayed. Yeah, just a bit. But it got me going. So it was the inspiration for my layout. If you leave a comment below, I'll try to get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so very much. But I hope you all have a happy scrappy week. Have fun on the hops. Bye.